Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for all lang syne? For all lang syne, adieu. For all lang syne, we'll take a couple kindness yet. For all lang syne, and we're trying out the place that could make us and we know that we're really fit. So I'd like to say for all my sin, adieu. For all my Holidays are coming, 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 holidays are coming. 'Tis the season of shout, holidays are around, something's coming, coming to town. Coming to your city, always those are coming to your city. Something magic in the night, can't you see it shining bright? Season, it's always a real thing.
commanding and tough bruiser. With a body built like a wall, nothing can stand in the way of the cutter. A born leader with more muscle than most. A deadly marksman and tracker, with eyes sharper than a knife point, nothing escapes the hound. Highly focused and only interested in the hunt. A saboteur and technician, who can analyze everything you do. There's nothing the leech cannot create, destroying you by turning your own weapons against you. A stealthy infiltrator and a scout, with reflexes faster than a bullet. Nothing can hide from the lurk. A daredevil who plays in the shadows that are around you. A subtle manipulator and spy. A silver tongue calling to you. Nothing can deceive the slide. Hidden in plain sight, stood right in front of you with a dagger at your neck. A devious mastermind, a mind more complex than you know. There's nothing the spider does not know, connected to everybody in the city, even you. An occult adept and summoner, whose iron will is unbreakable. There is nothing the whisper won't do. With strange methods, anything is possible in the realms of magic. Who will be in your crew?
Ladies and gentlemen, for 23 years, this has been the best kept secret here on planet Earth. You are now privileged to become our first and last line of defense for all people, near and far. It's time for you to step forward to the future. You are chosen because you are the best, the brightest, and the bravest individuals our nation has ever come to recognize. Welcome to Stargate Command. You will risk your lives every day in a way more dangerous and fantastic than any of us could have ever dreamed. Understand that I represent every person of this great nation when I salute your ongoing heroic spirit. Godspeed.
again, everybody.
Let's
not
try
coming
that
unmuted.
again.
Sorry about that. As usual, technical.
It wouldn't be a stream if we didn't have technical difficulties.
There are things happening.
Here. Well, it is ain't
Okay, there
exactly
we go.
clear.
I have no
There we
idea.
go.
I need to see if I can return it tomorrow and get it swapped over for a new one.
Lloyd's microphone is being invaded by the spirit of a Boeing 747.
Yeah. It reacts badly to
Alright.
foul language.
Apparently, yeah. is that that you utter through it?
I mean,
or...
this is why I even hate the fact that there's no shortcut for like just mute.
Oh,
there
we're
he
off
goes
again.
Wow.
For anybody who is interested, Lloyd just said, "Fuck."
Yeah. We're working on it, guys. Bear with us.
I like this background that you've got going here, Infinity. Very nice. Very
You can
festive.
tell I've
Yeah.
gone right into Christmas.
You have. Tell you what, that's way better than what I was putting together about an hour ago.
I can see.
Clearly now.
We can see Andy's mic. Look, he looks like a halo.
Is he? Oh.
It's my halo,
Well, you know,
and it's not my
it's-
mic. What are you on about? Stop
You
ruining
don't
it.
know, but it's going to slip one of these days and
Yeah.
choke him. It really is. Closest thing to a white Christmas that Russ is getting. Oh.
Yeah, a bit like that over here.
So have we got snow individually in our own frames and
Yes.
snow in the background as well?
Yes.
With these effects, you are really spoiling us.
Yeah. This is the tech segment of the stream, guys, which is what happens when I hide everything until the last minute. Yeah, so hopefully you all got to see our brand new Blades campaign.
Yay!
So that's pretty much ready now. Apart from a D&D trailer. Get going. That means we're pretty much all set and ready in the new year to start rolling out our 3 campaign rotation plan.
Yay!
Which is?
Which is
For those who
every
don't know.
Saturday, as of the new year, once we get back and live, every Saturday as of 9 o'clock, you will see here on Infinite Monkey Tales 3 campaigns, which is Blades in the Dark, Dungeons and Dragons, and Mutants and Mastermind. Each of them is hosted by a different DM. You've got some old pirate hosting the Blades campaign, who is down there. You've got Troy hosting the D&D campaign over there, and me hosting the Mutants and Masterminds campaign. They will be.
It is an experimental thing we're doing. We are going to show them all 3 at the exact same time.
Yeah.
We're going to quickly switch every 5 seconds from one campaign to the other. It's going to be great. But yeah, so if you are up for it, we are up for it, and we will be rotating all 3. So one week it will be Blade, next it will be Dragons. Maybe in a different order than what I've just said, but it will be those 3 rotating round again and again and again all the way through. Yeah.
Ad nauseum.
And then on Fridays, we will be getting up a couple, maybe I think 1 or 2 more campaigns, and then an extra Friday where we will be in one-shots, where we can get new people in to try things out. And
That'd be
kill
nice.
them in Cthulhu. Get some more Cthulhu
That's
running.
harsh.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
all the Cthulhu that
Hello?
we've done on the channel, we will be looking at again if we can get enough people who haven't seen it or want to have it. So if you are interested in Cthulhu Dark, make sure you join the channel. Let yourself know that you want to be in an episode, and we will on as soon as not enough people.
Or Trail of Cthulhu or Cork, whichever. Yeah,
Cthulhu Dark.
So,
Cthulhu Dark.
as always, everybody, make sure you are in that Discord channel to get involved with everything and see what's going.
I like Cthulhu Dark.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
It really does get players dead. I mean, they can try and do things like cut a rope while they're in a moving ship to drop a dinghy off the side of a transatlantic ferry, just for example, but it won't end well.
Amazing moment. If you've not seen it, you really need to go check that one out. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I think it was.
I still don't see what was wrong with it.
Yeah. The sheer
I don't know what the
fear in
problem
our
is.
faces when we realised what we'd had done.
Yes, those were the days.
Hey, he's back.
Welcome
Hopefully.
back, Lloyd. We do apologise now if your ears are blasted. I will say our ears are getting blasted just as much as yours. And we will hopefully keep an eye on that. And it happens. We don't know what it is, as always.
I've completely disconnected my fancy microphone, and now I've got my old budget one from the cupboard. So
Okay.
hopefully this one works.
It's
Yeah.
got a little bit of a twang to it, but I think we can cope with
Yeah.
that.
I think your mic's got tinnitus, but otherwise it's fine.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Better than.
The issues on my mic will have disappeared now because I've turned off what I thought I'd put in place to help things out, and it's clearly working too well and cutting me off. So I've undone that, so you should hear me better now. Apologies for that, chat. Onwards.
Nice one, guys.
Have we got any other notice, or should we go onwards to the game? Should we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Onwards to the game.
Over to the GM. DM. DM in this.
DM. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to the campaign. Welcome back to the campaign that we have been running for 3 years. 3 years. This campaign, more than that. This campaign started when we all got together. Not this group exactly, but with Angie and Mark, along with Charlotte, and we played games. Now we were joined by Mimo and Pale Writer, excuse me, and we've had other guests join us through the time as well. But this campaign started off with us saying, why don't we play Dungeons & Dragons? I've got the starter set. Oh, I've got the starter set too. Oh, how are we going to do it then? Oh, I think like Roll20 is something that people use. And the rest has been history from that. However, this campaign is still set in the Sword Coast. But at this point in time, the Sword Coast is in ruins. The only part of it that has remained kind of standing really is along the coast. Silvery Moon has fallen. Sundabar has fallen. The Lord's Alliance's losses are heavy. The problem is that there's crossfire happening between two extraplanar wars that are raging. The Shadowfell and the Feywild are using the material plane as a battleground for something, but then there's also opportunist meddling happening. There's opportunity taking part. The ancient wizard Caraptus, who has an army of indoctrinated humans, dwarves, elves, and all manner of beasts who are doing his bidding, acting as his eyes and his ears and his hands to extend his reach for something that the party has previously learned is an attempt at taking over the Shadowfell, in essence, deposing the Raven Queen. But the Raven Queen herself is not particularly satisfied with this, and she has made her move, and we don't yet know exactly what that is. But the Feywild are vehemently opposed to this fast overreach by the Feywild, by the Shadowfell. So the Feywild are taking their time to unpick as much as they can. Unfortunately, places like Sundabar get caught in crossfires. The Sword Coast is in ruins. There's food shortages. There's industrial sabotage. The supply of conventional arms and magical items slowing. And reports from further afield suggest that that's really a similar story across the world. There's even some whispers coming from the wizards of Thay themselves saying that they are not immune to the devastation that is being wrought. We start this adventure with this group of adventurers that we have. They've been sent by what is now called the 10-Day Council, a loose amalgam of factions brought together to try to stem whatever they can, minimize their losses. But in this case, the party has been sent to hunt down and seek authenticity of reports of a powerful, allegedly elven magic user traveling around in the eastern fringes of the Sword Coast and causing destruction and leaving nothing living in their wake. Afterwards, always punctuated by massive changes in the surrounding landscape. Some rumours suggesting that it could almost be as if something has fallen from the sky and struck a huge crater in the ground. The death toll, immeasurable. Up to this point, some lesser parties on behalf of the 10-Day Council have attempted, with some success, to reduce the magician's cadre, but the last attempt actually was nearly successful. They tried to ambush the magic user and finally got hope that he is indeed mortal. Well, as his elven appearance might suggest, but nevertheless, the magical forces being summoned are not insignificant. The reports from the epicenter suggest that this blast, whatever, is just vast. Whether it's been used to cover traces or just pure destruction is not known, and you've been sent to find out more, and if possible, to take out this magician, this magic user. Your travels have taken you far into the east. You've picked up the trail after some 10 days of travel on foot and by horse. You've been led to the Gazatian Plains, a series of giant canyons and fertile stone islands. Some are high above the water that runs between them, others flooded and lower down, generally with bridges connecting them, but miles across. There's a temple there, which you think could be the magician's next target. However, some days ago, you picked up the trail of another group, and they're only some days before you. And it's here that we find you, with a vantage point looking down on their camp early in the morning. You are situated in the top right-hand corner of this map. Your characters have been careful in their approach. What you hope to be a still functioning temple is naught but ruins.
We'll be bringing you that map in just 1 second, chat. Bear with us.
Yeah. The plains are the rooms. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. Let's just jump into this. There we go. How about that one?
Nope.
Wow. I sat up with Katari as my witness, and everything.
I can see them both. I can see them both.
I could see him. Oh, there it is. It's coming in. It was like very low res.
Yeah, it's very low res. This particular map is very low res, but just to give you a flavour of what's going on.
Just black
there.
for me.
Mine's just absolute black.
Fantastic.
Like green with cracky bits in it.
That's right. That's pretty much it. Each of those green breaks is a plane itself. It's miles across. The canyons fall deep down. The water at times running away. Broadly speaking, it slants away from you from the north down to the south. The centre point is filled with water. Let me just have a look to see why, particularly our host is unable to do anything. If I go into dynamic lighting, you've got vision, you've got night vision. I'll try turning it off and on again.
Have you assigned the token to my character sheet?
I double check that, but yes. don't understand. When I checked everything from my end, it was all okay. But I will do that right away. Bing. So yeah, this idea of these huge, vast outcrops of rock, they're only separated by at times small canyons, but the bridges that cross them in the larger spaces can be huge and vast. Let me just do that for Infinity and make sure that it is. There we go. Try that now.
We have visual.
Nice. Okay, I will do the same with Angie Pops, his new character. Yeah, Super Lord. I drew up this map in
Don't stress
Photoshop.
about me. I can see it on the stream.
It's all right.
Carry on.
So yeah, this idea of the land just flowing away from you. When you're standing at the edge of one of these precipices looking down, some of them are suitably high. You can actually see what looks like cloud or mist forming underneath them. There we go. That's aerial sorted. Kadari, are you seeing?
Blank for me as well.
Quick question. You say that we picked up the trail of another group. Another group of who? Or do we know?
Oh, you certainly weren't. You weren't sure, but there wasn't that many of them. You thought maybe just half a dozen or so people, but they looked like they were fairly regular-sized people. There weren't any. There wasn't any beasts.
So there could just be some regular, normal, innocent travellers. We don't actually know who they are.
They could be, but the fact that you've picked up their trail for the past few days, and it does seem to be moving at pace and moving broadly in the same direction towards the same place that you're trying to get to, is certainly an issue there.
So as we're watching them then, Ariel will just say, well, I think they're just normal travellers. They're obviously trying to get away from all this terror that's around us.
Bit of a strange place for travellers to be. Should be a bit cautious either way.
Refugees are fleeing all around the place right now.
Yes, and they are perfect cover for anyone who's up to no good.
Not everybody's bad.
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying we should be cautious.
Tanner's going to draw out this this spyglass that he'd stolen from that captain back in wherever. It's looking a bit battered and tarnished now as he kind of takes it out of the inside of his jacket and draws it to its full length and kind of scopes out the landscape to see if he can see anybody moving or traveling.
Yeah. Roll perception. Let's see just generally how close you are. I will just quickly sort that for Adric.
And me.
Yeah.
But guys, it wouldn't be the first time that we've assumed the worst of people and it's not worked out. I know everywhere is bad right now, but we need to give people the benefit of the doubt. Let's just go down and approach them and speak to them.
I'm all for that, Ariel. I'm just saying be cautious, that's all.
Well, the worst case is that we find out their names and check them against the list.
I still believe it's a bit of an odd place for them to be.
I don't know the area.
Yes, but surely they'd travel on the road.
Hannah,
Yes,
what
they
can
are.
you see?
I see.
Tanner, you can see a group of 6, and they look every part this armed and dangerous types that you might have expected. You see two robed figures. One of them has a small, what looks like an imp jumping around on his shoulders. There is also some heavily armored individuals. They just look like they've been through it. It's a mishmash of people. This group is it's ragtag. But they do look, from your perspective, they look to be fairly capable.
Right.
And it's not necessarily that they're out and out dangerous. They're camp. They're not making any attempt particularly to be noticed. But at the same time, you found them.
I just kind of shrug and say, yeah, just simple fucking travellers, and hand the spyglass to whoever's standing next to me.
Who's standing next to you?
I don't know. Should we roll?
What do you mean, should we roll? What do you think this game is? It's not about rolling.
Has seat to
I'll take
going
it.
across the list. Yeah.
Yeah, we spent 20 minutes fighting over who doesn't get the spyglass.
No, Lloyd. Key gets it.
Yeah.
Aye.
Kai. Ah.
Is there anything fancy about it, or is it just a regular spyglass?
No, it's just a regular spyglass.
Boring.
Yeah. Well, it's not that boring. It's not mine. That kind of makes it exciting.
I don't know. Put more effort into the things you steal, I guess.
Yeah. I guess as I do that, I kind of turn around, I draw my sword, and just check that it's nice and sharp, ready for what's coming, maybe. How far ahead of us are they?
You're looking down a cliff of about 70, 80 foot height, and in front of you they're probably about another kind of 100 or so feet in advance. So yeah, they are kind of hiding sheltered a little bit.
Yeah,
all
they're
around.
not like miles and miles. It's not like a day's
No,
trip.
you've caught up with them now. Yeah, you've caught up with them
Yeah.
now. This is you having done the Roll20 currently isn't playing any music because when I press the button to play music,
You moved the slider.
it doesn't happen.
It
Let me
played
try
it for a
different
brief
music.
second.
Yeah, it's just going, it's playing, then it's just not actually cutting up. It's a Roll20 issue, I'm afraid, guys.
Okay.
I can fix that. Maybe. Nah, it's definitely Roll20. Let me just refresh and see what happens. Yeah, so you're looking down over these guys, and they're going about their business. It looks like they've been in the camp, and they're just breaking camp at the moment. The waterfall down that's fallen down beside you is covering the noise that you're making, so there's not any chance of you being heard. You look around, Tanner, and you see that there's a way down further to your northeast. You have to kind of skirt round and approach from the northeast corner if you want to say hello to them.
Shall we just go and talk to them? I'll go down.
So far? Or just that they're in the group?
We can't just assume it.
They're armed to the teeth. That's.
I mean, so are we?
Yeah.
They might just be
We
another
level
band of
3,
adventurers.
high levels, weren't you?
Yeah.
I just
I mean,
turned
if they're at third
round.
level, that'd be great.
What level are we?
11.
11.
11.
I should have let Croy say that. But...
Can Adric grab the spyglass off whoever's got it?
Would you like the spyglass? My stout little friend.
Yes.
This little friend, even
please.
though you're taller than he is.
Don't
Yeah,
hold
pass
it.
it up.
Don't hold it above my head. That's rude.
I mean, he's only like 3 foot tall. He can't really hold it above your head.
Adric's gonna look at this party. Is there anyone who maybe say young or injured, like old people or young people that would indicate that this is not a raiding party of some sort? It is a bunch of travellers, or is it all young, agile people?
I mean,
An adventuring party.
It looks like they are people who are more than capable of surviving in the land, as are you. One individual, as he walks out into view from behind the wall, he's picking up a large shield as he slams it on his back, and you see that his physique matches your own in terms of athletic ability, and then you cast your eye over the others as they begin to walk, and they look like fighters. They look like magic users. The robes that they're wearing, the implements, as far as you can tell from the spyglass, really do have them cut out as being a very capable bunch of people.
A quick question then. Do we know what the guy we're looking for looks like? And does he look like he's amongst them?
You know that the person that you're looking for is Shadar-kai.
Oh, he's going to be that pale grey-skinned elf type.
And to the best that you can tell with that 20 that you rolled, nobody there fits that description. There's one person with a hood, but even still, you don't think it's them.
They don't exactly look like the travelling sort, to be fair.
Well, let's go down, approach them.
Do we need to?
Well, they might have some information. They might know. We need to find out some more information about this magic user. Maybe they might know some information. So let's go and ask them. If Moon, if me, Moon, and Adric go down, and Tanner and Key watch our backs, I can cast aid on us three.
Yeah, they may be. Yeah, even if they don't have information, they may be potential future allies.
We've been tracking
down the road.
We've been tracking these guys because they cross paths with the other group that we were tracking originally.
That's right. So you were tracking the original Shadar-kai party, but then at some point, a few days passed, they also...
they may have seen them. They may have seen them, yeah. Maybe it's worth speaking to them.
I cast aid my allies, and I touch Moon and Adric and myself, and give us 5 temporary hit points.
How far do you reckon it is from where we are on the cliff to where their little camp is?
About 100 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a wee bit more because there's you've got the height advantage in triangles, but beyond that, it's roughly about.
That's fine. I got like 240 range. I'm fine. I was just thinking, in case it was a lot bigger than I thought it was.
And as they're about to set off, I kind of look at Ariel and I just kind of say to her, "Don't do anything stupid. Look out for yourself, all right?"
Just go to talk to them. I know you've all got my back. And can I see a clear path down? Is it like miles away or?
No,
around the side.
You have to scoot around the side, basically. It's off the map, but yeah, it'll get you into the top right corner of the map when you come down.
So I start to head off.
Yeah. Okay, who's going with you?
Moon and
me.
Okay.
Is there any
Kai.
cover on the cliff top?
Am I going to say Key or Kai? Can we just
It's
Kai?
That's all right, because I said me.
Yeah.
Does Adric want to go down?
No, it's all right.
I mean, I can cover
Adric will stay. No, fine.
Yeah.
It's
Is there
obvious.
any? I thought it was just the two of us.
No. I got it wrong.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Adric and Moon, because monk and barbarian, and then the sorcerer and the rogue who are a bit squishy can
Range.
stay back and protect her. Sorry, said the wrong names.
Is there cover up here on the cliff top, or is it just grass?
No, it's forest that you're in, so you're under trees.
But you've got the high ground.
You've got the high ground. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can just lie on the. I can sort of go prone on the edge and keep an eye on things.
Snipe.
I mean, I am a spell sniper, so it makes sense.
Ooh.
I have range support.
I'll have the short bow ready as well then. And actually, it's not going to be far enough. I'm too far for that, isn't it? It's not going to have the range.
Not for me. This is why you have magic.
I'll push him off the cliff.
He lands and survives, but now he's only 2 people.
You make your way around under the trees towards the path that you saw down. It leads to the increasingly demolished remains of the temple that was supposed to be here, that you were expecting to find, but has turned into ruin. And it isn't that recent, but then the reports that you've had out of this place aren't that recent either. This could have happened any time in the last 6 months or that. Some of the stone's been plundered. Nothing of any value is left. The weather's beaten, the water's flooded, and nobody's been here to tend any part of it, so it's become overgrown. You make your way around the buildings to a vantage point, again, looking over, now at pretty much the same level as the group. And you're looking out through the water. The river's moving from your left to your right as you're looking there, so from the top to the bottom of the map, and through the trees and through the remainder of the walls, you see that these guys are just, they're hanging about, but they're also preparing, and it looks just like they're trying to get on somewhere.
Quick question again. Are they heading in the direction of this temple thing that we were?
Yeah, this part of the map where you are, this could have been the temple. I mean, this could be the temple that you were supposed to go to. It's in that vicinity.
By the way, I'll pop on his mage armor. I could cast it for free, so I'm just gonna have it on all the time.
Yeah, just bump that up on your AC. So you're standing looking out the water, slower moving here, and you see the group, and you're keeping quiet behind the wall, right? Or are you making yourself known at this point?
I think maybe we could just walk down and sort of like speak to them and see, we could be. I pull my hood up and pull my cloak round so I don't automatically look like I'm armored up. And I turn to Moon and Aldrich. Say, pull your coats round. Let's just try and look like travellers for now. And I start to walk towards them.
Yeah, okay. They see you as soon as you step out, and they are alert to your presence. One of them taps the other on the shoulder, and this hulking figure looms forward and stands at the edge of the water, and just eyes your presence. The two robed figures move slightly higher up as you're approaching. So how far ahead do you go from your current position on the map? Mark yourself forward.
I would step maybe down to there.
Yeah.
And I sort of shout across, "Greetings."
I wave.
You hear a voice, low and booming. So, You are headed there and find your way in this desolate wasteland as we do. Tell me, are you here to trade, or are you here? Cricks his neck. Perhaps to seek an advantage over weary travelers such as us.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think this bit of it.
What do you have for trade? Oh, step forward excitedly.
Yeah. We have been successful in our hunts. We have some items. We have some items which you might find useful. And he's shouting this over the water. Please come to the edge of the water. Let us talk.
Come to here. I'll step down. Is this a big drop or is it just a...
Nah, it's a few feet. Yeah, it's a bit of a ridge. It's the high water line, perhaps.
Walk around to where I think is indicated.
Yeah. And as you get a sight of this guy, he's about 6'6", huge shoulder muscles. Not actually that well armored, but he's wearing a large helmet, a big shield, and he's looking. He's got a big spear in his hand, a large spear. We have been successful with hunting. What do you bring to the trade?
I bring many things. Items and stories.
He turns round. He says, "They're okay. For now." Roll perception. For
I can do that.
Moon, please.
I cannot do that. My sheet is broken. There we go.
Yeah, watch these guys come forward. You see an imp disappear from his shoulder as he does his steps forward. It was a small red-tailed thing. And you also notice one of them look at Ariel behind you. It's looking through you.
Through me?
Through Moon, and looking past Moon up to where Ariel's standing.
It's impressive. I'm not transparent.
I smile massively back at this guy to let him know that I realise that he's looking at me.
They talk quietly to each other. And the large spear-wielding figure says, "We would be interested in your trade. Please, come round. We'll meet you at the bridge, the river's end. Down there," and he points to the left. Through those stone buildings there.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll... Okay, I'm trusting.
They want to trade.
Oh. I look up towards the waterfall and kind of try and signal to the others to maybe try and track round because we're moving further away from them.
Yeah, I'm gonna move further along the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because also just to keep cover away from like getting in between us and those guys in case they kick off.
Yep. I'll stick close by with Ariel, following her.
I'm sure they're all fine. They'd be ready. We don't. Things are not as they seem these
Moon
days.
hasn't bothered to go back around. He's just walked straight across the water.
Hope you got water walking.
Seems to be fine with it.
I do a quick check of the area to check if there's anybody else about. I'm just checking, sort of giving myself a check that should I need to run for cover, what's around the trees behind those buildings and stuff like that.
Sure. Roll perception or survival, depending on if you're looking or if you're trying to get a path.
12.
12. Yeah, the forest around you is big. It's wide, open trees. There's space between there to get cover if necessary. There's some paths back through the ruins of the buildings if necessary. Even there's walls here that would afford some cover if you had to duck behind them. So you're relatively happy with the layout of the area.
Is it Adric's danger sense going off?
No. No, but you are cautious.
Yeah.
You're not. These are unknown strangers in the middle of a desolate wilderness that is not that long recently been laid to waste. So, and you're on the track of a dangerous magic practitioner. So you're on heightened alert all the time anyway. So, but there's nothing explicitly that suggests that you're about to get jumped or anything.
Yep. That's good news.
I come to
Hello? What do you have for trade? Thanks for being away from me.
Yeah. So one of the guys takes a sack off his back and walks forward a bit in front of the biggest guy, and he lays it down on the ground and opens up. And as he does so, there are numerous trinkets, carved items of bone, and there are it looks like there's a flute or something, and there's also some skins of small animals as well that have been cured and tended to. There's not necessarily anything of any particular value there, but it looks like the kind of thing that you'd expect that maybe travellers might pick up along the way. Not unlike a collection that you might have yourself.
So they've not been looting then, and I just turn to them and say, "It's a bad time round here these days. Have you seen anything untoward on the road?"
Untoward on the road? The one that's kneeling down in front of his store. Almost everything here wants to kill you, eat you, or kill you and eat you, and then eat you again, and then spit you out. I don't really want to end up as some sort of fodder and excrement on the side of the path. We're as careful as we need to be. And you? What brings you this way?
We're looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Everyone's lost people.
Have you passed anyone of interest in the last few days? Any other groups?
We've not seen any extra people. You are the first since some 10 days. I do not recall the last that we heard. Voices that were not our own.
Is he lying, the bugger? Because didn't we know that they swapped, they insight check? Is this right game for insight check? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 19, so that's 23. And I will get a webcam on my dice.
You get
Andy.
You get the sense that whilst he's telling the truth, he is not at all being forthright, but then nor do you expect him to be, considering the situation that you find him in. He's probably being about as truthful as you feel he can be without being deemed entirely suspicious, but there is no doubt that he is not telling you the whole story.
I'm just pouring through all these trinkets while this goes on. Looking for anything that catches my eye.
Whilst that's happening, I'm focusing on the others at the back and that, keeping an eye on what they're up to.
Okay, I'll keep talking then.
Two of them seem to be... Well, roll perception, actually, again, for Adric.
Adric.
And yourself as well, Ariel, if you need to. You're keeping an eye out on these people.
Oh, that was absolutely rubbish. That was 5. that was with my 4 modifier. I rolled a natural 1. You don't need a dice cam because I would have lied.
There we go. I finally found it. Sorry.
Adric, they are the two that are clearly magic users are carefully watching Ariel. They seem to be, of all the group, they seem to be fixated most on her.
Complex.
She is a woman.
By
the way,
she's better looking than the rest of us.
The figure that had the hood that we couldn't see. Can I see it?
Yeah, definitely not Shadow Kai.
Ah, good.
Where are you heading?
We're heading forward, as we are on this path, through this accursed plains. We find ourselves in need of a better time, a better place.
This isn't the temple that we were heading for, is it?
I don't know. What temple were you heading for?
Okay, very crafty. Well, what we find once is not here. We'll keep searching.
There are several temples in this area.
We will go and find the rest. Have you heard any rumour of some magic users around here causing a fray?
The large, muscular Titan type character stands back and points down to the rather shorter female that's there, and it's kind of green skin, tattooed character, and he kind of lets out a bit of a belly laugh and says, "Jep, do you think they're talking about you?" And she replies, "No, I haven't caused an affray for some time, but..." And then she takes a step forward, just behind the guy that's kneeling down with the stuff, again, raking through and having a look through Moon's collection, if Moon's presented his stuff at this point.
Always to trade.
She looks up at you. And her demeanor changes slightly, and as you're looking at her, you notice her eyes, they go black, and a voice that you recognize comes out. "Well, hello. If it isn't my plunderers, what are they calling you now? The bringers of Whelm." Yes. I haven't seen this face for some time, and I never thought I'd expect to see it here. My dear, where are the rest of your lovely band? You still owe me some magical weapons, don't you know?
I fire guiding bolt at him.
Oh, okay. Right
Hang
then.
on, was it not you, Ange, before we started this, literally begging us all, don't get into a fight, don't get into a fight.
It's
don't
him!
Get into
I'm going to fight him, and he knows! He knew I was going to fight him if he popped him up.
Let's try diplomacy. We'll shoot them first, and then we'll sweet talk them later.
It's a diplomatic spear.
Yeah, right, I'm firing guiding bolt at him.
Oh.
Wow.
It's 11, so it's 19.
Okay, well, as you begin to cast your spell, I would like everybody to please roll for initiative. And that includes those of you up on the hillside as well, if you would be so kind.
That's fine, I don't need to be anywhere in a hurry.
Am I supposed to have advantage on my initiative due to feral instinct?
Let's say yes,
I'll roll.
because that sounds cool, and I'm happy with that.
Well, I'll roll it again because it didn't actually do it properly.
You may have to
No, I did
double
roll
it.
with advantage.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, does it not do the two? Ah,
Yeah, roll 20 should do them side by side.
It
That's
it
what I
usually
mean.
does.
I also didn't select my token. I do apologise.
No, the sheet's coded it as roll 2d20 to keep highest one.
Oh, it's changed how it does it. Nice, very good.
Oh. So I rolled 2d1s.
You rolled 2d20, kept the highest.
No, but I kept the highest, which is a natural 1.
No, you kept the 10. 10 plus 2. You rolled a 1, you also rolled a 10.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
10 is
looking at
your
it
high
now.
number. 10
Yeah,
plus 2.
yeah,
so
yeah.
Oh, so why is it? No, I
You
don't
didn't
know.
roll a natural 1
Yeah.
add 2 to it.
They simplified it by making it harder to understand.
Yes, I
Shit.
see.
Progress.
So it just kept the red because there's a natural 1 in it. So
Yeah, because it's natural 1 in the roll formula.
Oh, right.
Anywhere in the roll formula highlights it red.
So I do want 12. Okay.
That's not good, you
Apologies. Can you add me onto the turn tracker, Croy? Sorry.
Yeah.
Always select your token.
I know.
And always trade.
I know.
So I don't get to do my guiding bolt straight away because they weren't expecting it.
Yeah, but you still. Think about what you have to go through in order to cast that spell. It doesn't just suddenly appear out your forehead with no movement, no speech, nothing. It actually does. So they see that, and that's what initiative. That's what initiative is designed, right?
Look,
So,
I'm not going to, starters don't mean to go on and be argumentative.
Yeah. So, the one that was talking to you, she said in the voice. Oh, I need to get 12 for. Yeah. So at this point, the voice continues. Seeing that you're going for a spell, and says, "Oh my dear, please do not do this. It will not end well for you, and besides, I think we are interested in the same quarry for once." And takes a step back behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes a step behind the wall. The gladiator character, looking every part of it, just stands forward with his spear raised, holding that particular line. And he holds his action. So, Ariel, you were going through casting this spell.
Yeah. I'm still going to do it. It's Caraptus.
Be sure.
No, it's in initiative now. I'm going to have to do it. I said I was doing it. I'm doing it. It's not a... Right. So, I did 19, didn't I?
Right. Is that your roll?
Mm-hmm.
19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll damage. You catch them just as they disappear behind the stone.
Oh, I so wish I had a cam right now. Okay.
Is it a 20?
No, honest to God, Mark, come on, I'm not touching this. Will you just come and look at what I've just rolled?
Listen, Infinity, stop trolling her.
Okay, 6, 12, 18, 24, 34, 36, 39.
39 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I pull my spiritual weapon out on him. Which I can't. Yeah, I'm close enough to twacking one with that, aren't I?
Yeah, but I think by that point, I'm going to say the person's now, just got into that cover. So you can summon it above a wall if you want.
Yeah, summon it above him.
Okay.
And then I am going to. This is a wall here to here.
Yeah, it's a high stone wall, remainders of a building.
Okay. Oh, high. So I can't jump over.
You could try and climb it if you wanted to.
No.
Well, you can't. But you could the next turn.
Where's the hammer come from?
Yes. I'm just gonna then. I'm going to start to run back to get behind this wall to get round to do that up there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get behind. I'm gonna run back to there and crouch there, so that I can come round on my next go.
Okay.
And my spiritual weapon is it's there. I couldn't see it on that. Yeah. And I'll just shout, "Run for cover now!"
Tanner, you get the sense that something's kicked off.
Yeah.
If you want to take a shortcut down the cliff, you can do so if you roll well on an athletics check. There are possibly a mountain goat path that you could spring down to get to the bottom of it.
You offer me these things.
Jump off the waterfall.
I have to take them. So yeah, I get to my feet with a "what the fuck," and I'm immediately heading towards this little dangerous-looking path.
Yeah, you discounted it previously.
Yeah,
if you don't mind waiting, I could cast fly on you. That might help. You got time.
Wait.
As soon as I see Tanner getting eye shot, I will shout out that he's Caraptus. But until he gets in,
I'm going down the dodgy, dangerous path. You want me to make an athletics check, yeah?
Please.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Now, I now have the ability now called Reliable Talent. Which means that any skill that I'm proficient in. Oh no, it says any ability check. That's different, right? But how does it mean ability check that I'm proficient in? What the fuck does that mean?
If you're applying your proficiency bonus, like a skill.
To a skill or an ability, because it says ability
initiative.
check.
Yeah, but you do an ability check when you do a skill check.
Yeah.
Is
that right?
Yeah, you roll at your stats.
Let's go with that, because I automatically roll a 10 if that's the case. If I roll less than 10, it becomes 10. 20.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's right. That is a 10. It makes no fucking difference. What am I talking about?
So you jump and skirt down that, but it doesn't quite come off exactly as you thought it would. You are proficient enough to get down it, but at one point where you're just about to cope over the rather steeper edge of it, and you hold yourself back. So you don't get quite as far down as quickly as you had hoped. So it takes your entire movement to move the 20 feet down to the bottom.
I'm kind of down here now, is that?
Yeah, you're down there, yep.
What if I double dog dash dare you?
Yeah, you can use your action and your bonus action.
Bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I'm counting on the fact that they're not actually aware that I'm here, and they're otherwise engaged now. So
of course, being Tanner, the quickest route is to parkour over the large stone that you have in front of you.
You fucker.
No. Just
yes,
run
I have to do that.
Or
yes, I do have to do that.
Run across the water surface. If you go fast enough, you can just carry.
Yeah. Of course, I'm going to parkour over that.
Excellent.
Parkour.
Oh dear.
I can't.
So yeah, just out of shizzles, I just think another athletics check from you there, or maybe acrobatics. Actually, go on, give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics instead. Okay.
Yeah, go on. There we go.
Yeah.
How cool are you as you run up this massive bit of stone, kind of vault on top of it and land on it? So you're now that far forward.
Cool. I'm still staying low.
Yeah.
I don't want them to kind of be aware of me as of yet.
Yeah, the trees and stuff might be covering you, so that's a possibility.
Cool. I'm counting on them being distracted anyway.
So what's your final maneuver? Are you going to jump over to the wall and run along the top of it?
Oh, fuck, of course I'm going to do that.
You're a triple backflip, triple axel, double somersault.
And they go into a sliding maneuver as you land.
Yeah, you slide the remaining 100 feet on your knees.
Or if there's a floating piece of wood, you're going to jump on it and surf.
You've had the run up already, so you're long. Yeah. You're jump. You've got the boots of springing and striding as well, don't you? So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that one for free.
Thank you.
You launch over. Could I get a dexterity saving throw, please, as you land?
Okay.
Everyone just gets a snap noise and a scream.
Breaks both his ankles.
Yeah, and you can get to just jump down the other side of it.
Okay.
As you.
Oh, shootings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm out of range at the moment. So.
Kai, you've got some high standards when it's your turn on how you're getting down.
I'm just gonna shoot them from where I am. I don't need a bow. They don't get cover. They're easily within my range. It's fine. If only I had fireball. That's my only regret.
Adric.
Yes. Is the water that's between us, is it shallow or does it go deep?
It's relatively shallow at this point, yeah.
So I can just walk across it. It's not.
Yeah, you can it'll be difficult terrain. It's maybe up to your knees or whatever, but it's not. It's not massively troublesome for you. As you stride through it, it'll slow you down a wee bit.
Okay. I'm going to begin a rage.
Mm-hmm.
And charge straight at the one on the edge.
Okay.
And I am going to attack with my warhammer.
Okay.
Oh, that was the one-handed one. That'll be fine.
Okay. That does indeed hit. So how much damage?
Damage is Did it not do the damage?
Nope. Oh, it's that one.
If you click, it says Warhammer plus one-handed in chat. There we go.
Oh,
22 points of
no,
damage.
no, that's not the damage.
That's it.
No, that's not. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Could you please make a dexterity saving throw, please? The DC is 15. You fail. As a reaction, you're suddenly surrounded by hellish flames.
Shit.
You found the warlock.
Oh, that wasn't. Why did it do that? And you take 12 points of damage.
Oh.
But you're raging, so.
You have 5. You take the 5 off temporary first.
Yeah. Is this
And then
rage?
take the
Is it
remainder.
only bludgeoning, piercing, slashing for rage?
It's the physical damage.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so you take the full 12, but you've
So
got the
it's-
temporary hit points.
How many temp? I've got 5 temp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 gets through.
So 7 actual damage. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Adric, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end.
Okay. Moon.
As soon as spells start flying and everybody goes into combat, Moon makes a very cat-like jump in the air in fright and manages to land on his feet. Quickly darts down towards these two down here,
Yep.
and he's going to swing out his spear and strike at this armored fella.
The big guy.
The big guy.
All right. Yeah. Yep, that hits.
Nope. Mine also rolls attack. I'm only quick damage, that's weird. It's still rolling attack. 1 second.
Yeah, no, click the actual thing on the chat window where it says spear plus
What?
1 one-handed.
That's what?
Yep, roll
that
20
should look like
updated, guys.
No, that's always
Or
been.
is that always the way?
That way with
I have
this.
not used this sheet for a long time.
Yeah, this sheet. Yeah.
Character
So.
meta sheet.
All of my Roll20 games use the shape sheet, and it does not work like this, and now I'm confused.
Yeah. So you do this. He's spear for spear. He tries to parry you out the way, but he fails, and you gash the side of his physique. His body is now got blood, and he looks pissed about it. Yeah. So our happy and delighted to be beset upon by a dwarf warlock now looks up at you and casts. You see a shimmer appear around him as he casts mage armor. That's cool. Okay. And then does he decide that he's going to take a step? Yeah, you're going to get an attack of opportunity as this one tries to walk out of your range, Adric. Behind the wall. So you get to do a single strike with your warhammer. Also, Adric, IMT.
Got an
Yes.
opportunity to strike again.
Ah, yes. I will do so.
Yeah, one attack with your warhammer.
Yep.
That misses.
Damn it.
Okay. Kai.
Yeah, well, thank you for separating the spellcaster from the group. I'm going to. I'm
Oh, I
going
thought
to.
you were coming down after me, mate.
No, I don't need to. I got my Eldritch Blast is like 240-foot range. I don't need to move. So yeah, I'm going to shoot the mage guy that's just pulled away from the group.
Yeah, you got clear shot.
It's just, yeah. Okay, so I get to shoot 3 beams. Hopefully, we'll see how these go one at a time. One.
Misses.
Let's go.
Hits.
Let's click the damage.
Hits. 2 hit, 1 miss.
Okay, I was trying to roll the damage for some reason. Do it.
Click on in chat. Click on where it says Eldritch Blast brackets plus 9.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we just mentioned that up. So it doesn't add my charisma modifier.
It is not.
So that would be an extra 10 on total.
So
Sorry, extra 8 in total. So
So
9
14.
and 5. Yeah, 14.
Okay. I'm looking very surprised there to be assailed from behind when he thought he was safe behind the wall. Indeed. Okay. This guy charges up towards the dwarf in the water. Brings out a scimitar. And slashes. Gets an 8, so it's easily deflected.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so this one shouts out, you know, every time we meet, it seems you want to try to kill me, but I must say, this time, I must be off. And begins to make like a tree.
You need to interrupt this corruptus.
The involved in attacks with spear versus spear, shield and on the back, so two-handed attack with the spear on Moon from the big guy, and that's a 22 to hit. Hang on a minute, why are my rolls? They are supposed to be going public. I will change that very quickly. That's 22 to hit.
That hits.
You see it, good, excellent. Right, that's fine. So that 18 points of damage. And then the second attack, 13.
I just step to one side and it swings past me.
And the third attack, 12.
Again, just swings past me.
Okay, Ariel.
Muted.
Or he's ran off. I'm going to have to try and find Guiding Bolt, which has got a range of 120 anyway.
You can't currently see the person. They're behind them. They've got full cover.
If I run to there, which is 30, would I not see him there? Just checking. If I ran there, would I see him?
Nah, I think they've kept himself behind the stone wall, like backed up against or whatever, so I don't know. You'd have to go a bit further to be able to see them.
You not hold your attack for when they move out.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
But my spiritual weapon will twonk this guy here.
Okay, go for it. As it looms down over the wall, lands on the person's head.
Lost my spiritual weapon sheet. 20.
Hits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I actually missed a D6 on the last roll. I didn't have enough die. I should have re-rolled one. Okay, so that is 12. He hits for 20. Oh no,
Okay.
24. Hits for 24. Sorry, it's a +4 on that.
The helmet with the horns upon it is smashed right off, and the spiritual weapon moves into the cranial vicinity and knocks this guy to the ground, crushes his head, and he falls down.
That's gonna leave a scar.
That's a bonus action. So my action is still held if he pops his head out. Yes, because the spiritual weapon's a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. This guy jumps into the water towards Adric and makes an attack with a scimitar. It's 16 to hit.
16 armor.
Okay, so that hits. And then you get 4 points halved to 2.
Yep.
Tanner. There's probably a route you could take across the water.
There is. I was actually wondering if I could make it onto this wall.
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
And he's still got his bow ready.
Mm-hmm.
And so that puts him there.
Yeah.
Can he see either of these two guys that are
Yeah, you can see the three of them, yep.
Okay. So aiming for this one that I've just seen hit Adric, I'd like to take a shot if I may.
Of course.
The 15 to hit that.
Remind me, he is next to one of his allies.
If he's within 5 feet of one of my allies or another enemy, he'd take sneak attack.
That's it. Got you. Yeah, so that's 24 points, so 15 to hit. The arrow pierces him and he falls on the arrow, which further extends the arrow through his body out into the water, and he's floating face up with an arrow sticking out his back.
Nice.
It sounds so nice. You have to fish the arrow.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've got a bonus action, haven't I? I think I can move again.
Bonus action dash.
I think I can do that with fancy footwork or something.
Yes, do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to carry on. One, two. Getting closer. Yeah. Closing in. Yeah, that's me done. Thank you.
Before you do, as you jump down off the wall, could I have dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay.
I want to see if you make it. You've had a good run. Oh, no problem. A 29, a natural 20. There you go. You're flying. Adric.
Yep.
You're in the water. A
Yep.
dead body is in front of you. You assume somebody on your side killed him.
Yep.
Wasn't you?
I'm gonna move in between these two guys. And then I'm gonna do 2 attacks. One on each. Is that a thing?
You can do that.
Yes.
Yeah. You're a raging barbarian.
I'm a raging barbarian right now. So first attack is on the one to the east of me.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the damage for
That's
that.
gonna hurt.
21 plus 3. Yeah, you clove him in 2.
And then I will turn to the other guy.
That is a hit. Okay.
I like the imagery of you cutting the guy in half with Warhammer.
it's a
You have to
jagged
work pretty hard
cut.
for that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a very sharp warhammer. Okay.
It's on the corners.
This is where you actually look at it and actually it's an act.
You hit.
No, that's so hard.
You hit the center point. What you're left with on your edge of your hammer is a small part of his flesh, and the rest of it's just falling round it. I don't see the problem with that.
I like the idea of cutting him in half with a hammer.
With a hammer, it was a critical hit.
It was
Come on.
that hard.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not going to be stitchable.
Yeah, that is going to hurt in the morning.
I think it hurts right now.
All right. Moon was mostly messing about earlier, and now he's really not. So he takes up his spear and going to make a couple of attacks.
Hits.
Oh yeah.
And a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he still standing after that?
Hell yeah. He's just.
My God.
Okay.
He's still. Yeah, he's looking in
I
good
will
shape.
He's a big
spend
fella, right?
points
He's the
on-
big
Oh
fella.
yeah.
And of that second spear swipe, he just spins round and kicks across the guy's face.
Roundhouse to the mush.
Yep, that hits.
And one more.
That also hits.
This poor guy.
He spits blood. He spits blood out with a tooth, and he just looks at you.
I just grin.
Yeah.
All the crits are coming out like one round. Well, if this had been in the first round, this would be a very fun encounter. Just be like all over.
A figure steps out, having already taken a bit of a blow, realizing that he's not get the cover, and opens up his hand. And you see the formation of fire in his hands as rays of fire emanate from him towards Adric and Moon. So you're each gonna get 3 rays of Scorching Ray targeted at you.
Ow.
Okay, and why am I rolling to GM? Hang on a second. Apologies. Right, the first one was 19 to hit, and we'll put that one at Moon.
Hits.
7 points of fire damage.
Yep.
So these 2 will also be for Moon. It's 21.
Hits.
For 5.
Yep.
And critical
Probably
I think
hits,
that
yeah.
hits.
for 9.
Dang.
Oh, that was a terrible roll on damage. 2 1s.
Thank God.
Excuse me? That was a great roll, no?
And then
No set cat on fire. Not cool.
having used 1, 2, 3, moves 1, 2, 3, and hides behind that wall. Kai,
So how much cover does he have now?
well, the thing is, he's not exactly sure where he's getting hit from, and you're 70
I don't
feet
know
up in
how
the air,
close
so no, you've got clear sight of him.
Let's just keep harassing him. I mean, eventually his friends will be dead, and then he'll be like the rest of the squad can clean up, and then I can figure out how to get down to like regroup with everyone.
Yeah.
Q1. $15.
That's a hit.
Okay. I got it to add charisma, so that's 6 total. Okay, that's Q1. Q2
Misses.
against miss. Q3
Misses.
again. Ah. You just
Okay.
hear like cursing from like echoing around the canyon.
Ariel, you get your chance as the figure steps out from behind. Are you muted?
Hello.
You're muted, but we knew you just swore then.
Actually, I didn't. I said, "Oh pants." I did. Okay, so.
I can concur. Yes, you did.
Okay. Where's the bar steward gone? Oh, there. 18. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so. Right, remind me everyone, I need to roll an extra one. I missed it last time. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's 6, 12, 18, 20, 26, 27, 30.
30 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a smart.
Yeah. So as the person steps out, takes 30 points of damage from you, and in return,
And then I hide in the trees.
yeah. Okay. You are,
In the trees.
yeah, you are hiding in the trees. And I think
don't
that
Set the
think.
whole forest on fire.
yeah. Hang on a second. Yes. After that hit that you just blasted, the person disappears from sight. Just as you get hit, you see a small
Pair of
energy,
smoking shoes.
and that's it. Just vanishes.
As he disappears, I shout, "Damn you, crap Tess!" really loud. And then my spiritual weapon, in anger, is going to twat that one over there.
The hammer of lethargy.
Hang on, it's not your turn, Andrew.
It's a bonus action.
It was no. It
thought you were-
technically.
I thought you were reacting though.
It
That's
was
not
your
your
turn.
turn.
Reaction.
Don't worry, the time will
Pantsy
come.
poo.
It was.
You gotta wait.
It's your turn next.
Oh, wait.
Right. This big dude, he realizes he's getting assailed from multiple corners. He's gonna pull his shield, but because he's already using two-handed, he's gonna attack with one hand with his shield as he does that. It's only on his back, so I'm going to use that as an interaction. He doesn't have to throw anything on the ground. He's not trying to stow anything. So he makes 2 attacks at Moon and 1 at Adric. The first 2 to Moon. 25 to hit for 14 damage. Second attack on Moon, 10, so that misses. This attack on Adric, 25 to hit for 12 damage. Half to 6. Now, Ariel, 'tis your turn.
Gonna twonk him with that, and then going to run forward to this bugger, so I can only get to there anyway. So I'm gonna step forward, I'm gonna run forward, and as I'm running forward, my spiritual weapon is gonna twonk this guy here, if it hits. Oh, that's a bit pants. From a spiritual weapon, so that is 10.
Misses.
Don't tap my. Well, bugger.
Anything else?
Okay. No, because I've ran forward. I'm at the wall. I'm gonna, and then I use my bonus action.
You've used your
on
reaction,
him.
your bonus action, and your movement, but you still have an action if you need it.
Can I see this knob jockey here?
No, not from that location. You're both equally tucked in against the high wall.
And I can't see this one here.
No, because you're on the other side of high wall.
Okay, I'll hold my action just in case he appears here. If he appears there, I am going to... If he was to appear and I was close enough, I'll use my mace on him. But apart from that, there's not a lot I can do.
Okay.
My mace is out ready, so it's my mace that I'm going to use, not my crossbow. Just so you know.
Okay. Tanner.
Still moving at a pace. He's gonna get to about here, fire a shot at this dude with his short bow, and well, we'll see what happens from there. 29, and I get to sneak attack him because he's standing next to Moon.
Okay.
30 points of damage.
Nice.
still standing?
Roll20 has done something very strange. I've
Put
never
him
seen.
back to max hit points.
It's increased his health.
No, he's got 30 points damage. He is looking pretty beaten up at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Finish him.
I have to move about 4, didn't I? So keep moving forward. Yeah, that'll end my turn there. Mate.
Okay. Adric.
Adric's going to do a double attack on this guy again.
Mm-hmm. The big guy. Yep.
Yep. So, first attack. 17.
He. There we go. He tries very hard to now he's got his shield, and he with one hand he moves his shield, and with his other he parries you with his spear. So that shot misses.
Okay. Second attack, 22.
That, however, does hit, and there's nothing you can do about it.
17 damage.
Yeah, he's not looking good at all. He's starting to huff and kind of spits blood, and the side of his body is all smashed in, and his arm isn't working as well as it was. So yeah, not looking good. Moon.
That's me. Walkie time. Right. I'm going to strike him a couple times with my spear again.
Yeah, hits. Both hit. 11 points damage. He's still standing, but he's almost down. You can see it in his eyes. He looks like somebody who's accepted defeat.
I'll swing around and take another flurry of blows then.
Just knock him out the question.
That hits. That also hits.
And that's me.
And he falls to the ground in the water.
Can I shout across to this anything to this guy? Do I have to wait till my turn? Guy, woman, whoever it is.
You hear a strange humming noise. Ariel, you hear it. You're the one that's closest. And then it just stops.
What direction?
Right round the corner from where you are.
As I hear that, I shout out and say, "Surrender and we won't kill you. Tell us what we want to know." And it's these little sorcerers go.
You're now out of combat.
Damn it!
Okay.
You run round the corner,
Oh,
sensing.
Can you do a literal teleport?
God's sake!
Like a bit of Star Trek noises.
Yeah, it sounded Ariel very much like a tuning fork. Just that note being held with a slight clang just before it.
Bobsicle.
You're like, I'll be down in a minute.
He's still climbing down the cliff.
I assume I'll just follow the same path, like the same one.
Yeah. Right.
I'll join up with him eventually.
That's it. Just try. Yeah, while that's happening. Yeah. So there's a few bodies floating around in the water. There's blood there, and the crows are back. Quite excited about getting some dinner. Yeah, that might be a good time for a break, guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yep. No worries.
Yeah, nothing to worry about.
We will be back shortly. Enjoy the
Sorry,
break.
I'll just write my
Get
notes.
yourself a cup of tea. Get yourself a biscuit.
Oh, a cup of tea would be lovely,
Biscuit.
Mark.
And we'll see you
Biscuit.
Thank
If you're
you.
still there, I'll be down.
10 minutes.
Get the kettle on.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Toodaloo.
you're deformed. I'm asking, is anybody deformed?
Is there a church anywhere around here? I'm going to butt in.
Sorry.
Is anyone in Look, if anybody else wants to jump in.
I just did.
Is this why you don't stream on your channel anymore, Infinity?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I have the technical difficulties on such a fine button. It just wants to go every time I do anything.
You programmed it that way, right?
Yes.
They only come here for these bits. No, they don't come for anything else but these bits.
90%
Yeah,
of
we
my
should,
keyboard
maybe we should get you one of those like Stream Decks where it's just like
No.
the right trailer is the only button you can push.
It is on my Christmas list. But no, yeah, sorry about that. Welcome back. Hope you've all got your cup of teas and you've got your biscuits and your cakes and whatever, your jam and scones. Ooh.
What kind of D&D game do you think this is?
The best.
A British one. Oh, sorry, Croy.
Like
A United Kingdom one.
like Dungeons and Prejudice.
Well, at the moment it's United Kingdom. Who knows with the Scots?
Yeah. Sadly, Kai was...
And the Welsh, and the Northern Irish. Come on, let's be serious here.
Yeah.
Well, they're all
Keen,
staying.
Keen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Keen, for those gifted subs to the channel. Thank you very much.
You are
Everybody.
awesome. Yay!
I am aware that there may be some people in the channel who do not know the meaning of
Christmas.
what a gifted sub does. So with a subscription to this channel, you can watch without any adverts. You get the access to the emotes, and you also get our undying thanks for your support on this channel, because we equally have Patreon, dice habits, we have books and Kickstarter habits. We have all of this to bring you these awesome streams that we do. So every little bit goes directly back into the channel and just helps us know that we are doing such cool things. So if you do have a gifted sub, that means it has not cost you a thing.
Yep.
But if you should choose to do so at the end of the month, you can continue that subscription. And that is entirely optional, of course, because we are here regardless, but we thank you so much for that extra support, and thank you to Keen for that generous gift. Thank you very much.
Yep. And if you can't afford a gift sub, please do not feel like we will lynch you for it. All we ask is that you join our Discord and you follow our Twitch channel and our YouTube, and
Definitely go to the
Say
YouTube.
hello.
We've 100 followers on here. Jump onto the YouTube channel and just press that little button.
our Discord, by the way, is up to 72 people. So we've got more people
Really?
on Twitch.
I've not looked at it for ages.
Yeah, we've got more people on Twitch and on our YouTube than we have in our Discord. So please get in our Discord. We want to say hello to you. We want to spam you with cat pictures and dog pictures and get Cthulhu to rip your head off.
Don't go
once
in the
a
fun
while.
group this week. Do not go into the fun group this week.
So yeah,
Madhouse.
make sure you get yourselves on over there. But thank
Thousands
you
of
for supporting
messages.
us. Thank you for supporting us in any way, shape, or form that you can.
As you like Biddle.
Back to tonight's game. Over to you, Croy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed a group of very able and very powerful local and indeed regional and somewhat national heroes. These people, all in their own right, have managed to
we
make
just killed, right?
have managed to make their way through a very dangerous situation to find some people who only wanted to trade trinkets. The trinkets that are now available to Moon are completely yours, Moon. You have been able to get all of anything that you want, including the flute, including the totems, including the small metal bracelet. Anything that you wish is there for your taking. Out of character, please do use your imagination as to what's there I have given you a flavour of some of those things, but I will leave it to your esteemed eye to come up with lots of wonderful things that it could be.
The Necronomicon, who would have thought?
The bodies that are floating, you recover a total of 75 gold pieces from. The weapons, well, I mean, possibly the spear might be of interest to Moon. It doesn't appear to be anything particularly special. Of course, the two warlocks, the two magic users who were warlocks, both managed to use their extreme power to disappear. The reason, I suspect, that our cleric, our life domain cleric, was so keen to extinguish the life of the speaker was that they were in fact a vessel of the evil wizard Garaptus, who has been using his indoctrinated army to fulfill his will. Which is pretty much always terrible, and it ends in a bad way for anybody who dare oppose him. But something was a bit different this time. What did Ariel, what was it that he said to you that was different? I don't know if Adric and Moon, you would have heard it too.
As I come round the corners, I come round, shout to Tanner. It was Craptus. He was here. He's back. He's gone. We didn't get him again. We didn't. But he talked about us going for the same person, so maybe he's tracking this same guy. So if we get the other guy, we get him as well. We get them both. We need to get moving. We need to find them. We need to find that other guy. We need to move to that other temple. We need to find the other guy. Did I mention that we need to find the other guy so
Ariel.
we get Craptus at the same time?
We have just killed an innocent trading party.
Innocent. They were with Craptus. Innocent, my
They
arse.
might have been under his control. We won't know now,
Well.
will we?
I know, really.
Someone repeat that at 50% speed, please.
Any of these people still alive?
No. One of them got cut in half by a sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, let me know if his condition changes.
Just pull it back together.
We can burn through our charges of revivify. Just like, we killed the wrong guys. Okay, revive and pretend nothing happened. You bonked your head.
I have Revivify, but I haven't got it learned today, so I can't revive one to ask him any questions.
Did they?
Okay, so
Did they look like they had a camp up on the main island?
Yeah, the remainder of which now is on the backs of the people.
Oh,
That,
so they picked it all up.
yeah. They were just on their way out anyway.
So,
Right, we need to get moving. We need to get moving. We need to find Craptus' back. We need to go forward. We need to go to that other temple. Come on, let's just search these bodies, see if there's anything on them. Let's go.
is our friend
Hello?
taking some of the speed weed? What's happening?
Ariel.
Yes.
Someone can regale me while I catch my breath.
Go over to Tanner.
What do you mean it was Caraptus?
It was Craptus. He turned round and he said, "Welcome, long time no see. Where's the rest of your party?" Da 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 da. It was Craptus. He was using that person as a body, vessel, thing.
Right. Well, think back about when we've encountered these poor fucks before, yeah? Was I didn't even know.
I might have forgot that.
I told you not to do anything stupid.
I
Wait,
saw
what if it
red.
wasn't?
I
We
saw
don't
red.
know what he looks like.
He spoke to me. I had to kill him. He killed my family. He's destroyed everything that we know. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go up to the other two guys and be like, anyone know what's happening?
I have
What's
rocks.
going on?
Several
Did I
rocks.
miss something when the fighting started?
Moon just walks over to you and starts showing you a small collection of rocks.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I might have forgotten that he uses people to talk through. Yeah.
Adric is going to find a suitable place to maybe put the bodies. So
Yeah,
they're
I'll
not
help with
just
that. That's something
lying in the open.
immediate.
Yeah,
Give them the last rites and whatnot.
There's stone and rubble all around from the buildings that have fallen, so there's no harm, no difficulty in grabbing rocks and making a bit of a stone pyre just to keep the crows that seem to be circling around your head eminently, away from that, and the bodies are left to
Crows,
decompose.
you say?
I think it's quite normal for crows to be in this region at this time of the year.
Nature check.
I mean, do you have to roll for making an assumption?
It's totally normal for birds in the area, in the forest. It's a verdant. It's a verdant place. Even a barbarian can't fail but appreciate the natural beauty of these splintered grounds that you are walking upon.
And they always make that weird spiral pattern in the sky.
They've been following us for a while. Maybe we should stop killing people for them.
Yeah. That's probably the parting thing. Will be, I'd be saying to Ariel, pull yourself together. A lot at stake here.
No, I know, but it's been a year and he's suddenly appeared. Why is he suddenly talking through? We've encountered so many people. We've chased down that list, and this is the first time.
No, you've done a fair bit, and in the past year, you have done some work towards trying to assist.
We may have encountered some of this weird shit.
So has
Corruptus, has he appeared to us in the last year? Seemed like he hadn't. What he was saying.
Yeah, I think it's been a while. I think maybe around the time that you went off the grid and you started going back in, the ghost armies were sweeping across. You're still not done with the list. You haven't found everybody that you think you should, and when you had distributed it to the dwarves and to the other cities, then work did begin to try to cleanse the cities of the people on those lists, at least get them and hold them securely. So you've heard of thanks, you've been given thanks for that work, for getting that information, and that's partly what got you the renown to be put in front of the 10-day council, to actually get to the point of being given this important mission to go and find out what's going on. So so what's the plan, folks?
I walk over to the other guys and, okay guys, I'm sorry, Tanner's just reminded me I did see red, but Corruptus has caused so much trouble, and he's the start of all my problems when I was a child, and we haven't seen him for a while, and this list, and there's so many bad things. I'm sorry, I think I might have seen red.
Ariel, your anger, it's not unjustified. But these poor people are just as much a victim as you are.
Were you at least definitely sure that was him 100%? This Corruptus?
Yes. Fortunately. But he seems like he's after the same person as us. And he knew we were after that person.
And let us put these bodies asunder and make way as quickly as we can. He may already be ahead of us.
Well, may as well leave them. The crows have them, eh?
It would not be very respectful.
One question. If he was using him as a vessel, that vessel was quite a powerful vessel, because he just poofed out of existence. That's not a good combination. A powerful vessel and Corruptus.
We could try and hunt down this vessel, but he, like I said, he is still a victim.
But not a good victim, I think. I think the word victim might be used loosely in that respect.
So potentially, if you do secure the vessel, you can you'll be able to draw him to you.
He may have no
You need to
control.
confront him.
They do have a certain... The vessels that we've encountered before do have a certain amount of compos mentis about their life. They're not completely ran by him. He talks through them. And I think he may have a little bit of influence, but he isn't them.
But he is getting stronger.
Well, I don't know. But he isn't them. That vessel is still them. They're still that person. I assume.
Maybe we should make
What I
haste
remember.
either way.
The more powerful they were, the more power he exerted over them, as far as I remember.
If that is the case, it is
The ones that
possible
were
he had no
useful to him,
control.
he didn't give a shit about.
Tell me, Ariel,
The fa-
do you really think a bunch of travellers would be on his side doing his bidding when they were very openly willing to trade with us? This wasn't an ambush.
I mean, it's also possible they didn't recognize who you were.
The fact of the matter is, I attacked the one that was Caraptus. If they were that innocent, they'd have ran.
They didn't
were-
know. They were defending their friend as much we would for you.
Well,
Would you expect us to run if you were attacked?
Too fucking late now anyway. These poor buggers are not going anywhere.
Let's go.
Leave them
Give
to the
these guys
crows.
some res-
Let's get the hell out of here.
You reckon that your
let's protect them
destination?
the crows at least. Give them Sprite.
Yeah, you spend. If you want to, you can spend the time having a short rest, or putting the bodies to under. But it doesn't take that long either way. But yeah, if you are thinking and remembering about short rest, then you can do so. That's up to you guys.
I think my guilt might make me sort the bodies out in an appropriate manner.
Well, there is plenty of water around the space, so you could offer prayer to Eldath.
I will offer prayer to Eldath.
I'll do some blast into the sky. I'm going to shoot some cut shots into the sky to get the crows off.
You're going to search for your arrows afterwards because we are in the middle of the wilderness, so if you lose...
I don't use arrows.
Oh, no, of course you don't, yeah.
I thought we could just put rocks in the pockets and drop the bodies into the water.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll give
Let's
you.
see.
What about the one that's just the torso? He hasn't got any pockets.
It's got a pocket on either side.
So, yeah, you spend maybe, I don't know. You want a short rest? I'll give you this one because it's been a while since we played. For some of us are playing D&D this afternoon, but
Take the short rest. If
yeah. So if you
What
want
does a short rest do again, remind me?
it has been a while, Ange.
Yes,
Yeah,
remind me as well.
You can use your hit die to replenish your hit points.
I didn't use any.
You have a number of hit die in relation to the number of levels that you have, and on the long rest you can regain half of your hit die that you used. And you can roll one at a time and continue to roll if you wish. If you have any spells or abilities which regenerate or regain their full strength during a short rest, then please do mark them up. I'd say by the time you're ready to set off, it's probably closer to midday. The sun's up, and when you are seeing a break through the trees, the sun does beat down upon you. It's autumnal. It's autumnal. It's warm enough, but not roasting. If somebody wants to give me a D100, anybody want to give me a D100 for the good old weather? Go on.
Or the chat.
Or chat,
Yeah.
We've got
Chat.
First chat to do a D100.
Yeah, so exclamation mark D100. There we go. Oh,
No, there you go.
There you go.
We got a
A 9 from
9.
Pale.
Oh.
9 was the first one.
I mean, those rolls would have been useful in a.
And then, yeah, there was a 9 and a 16. They're not exactly like tipping the right end of the 100, are they?
Oh yeah, if they're playing on a cruise.
Oh, 97.
If
We
you
don't,
wanted
we don't
those.
know what table he's using, so it could, could be bad.
No, it's a 9 is fine. It's normal. It's normal for this time of year. Yeah.
place that's basically falling to pieces.
In a typhoon season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the weather. The planet doesn't worry about the comings and goings of wizards and warlocks. It does its thing until somebody decides to rend it all asunder. Then, yeah, the planet itself is absolutely fine. So it carries on precipitating and storming as it wishes. But it's doing nothing of this today. It is a relatively calm, normal day. Some of these chasms and canyons that you're walking over, by the way, are very, very impressive. The place has been around and been like this for quite some time. You look down over some of these bridges as well. Not all of them are in the same condition. Some of them have been broken and then remade right next to it. So there are paths through here. Some of the bridges have holes on them. And one such bridge that you come to does look like it's very worse for wear. And you manage to carefully to cross over that on your way that you think you're heading. Could I get a survival roll? Who's in charge of the party? Who's leading the way through this area?
Anyone any good in the forest?
It's not a forest.
I mean, it's forested, but it's not per se a forest, no.
Okay.
But there are trees.
I mean, I could do nature if we're desperate. If no one else is going to.
I'll go for a survival roll. No.
Okay, Tanner. you.
What do we need, nature or survival?
Survival would be preferable in this. You're trying to make your way through.
Wisdom is...
Anyway.
Wisdom is your thing. But it's too late.
14.
Yeah, so Tanner, you walk over one of these bridges and you look down and there's just a huge gaping hole. The wood has rotted. There doesn't seem to be any other way across it. This bridge is vast, and as you look down, there's clouds, mist beneath you. These are pretty, I mean, we're talking hundreds upon hundreds of feet down from where you are, to the point that I don't know if you chuck a coin over or something, but you'll never hear it. You'll never hear anything when it falls. But you carefully pick your way across this. It slows you down.
Yeah.
But you make your way onto the next aisle.
Plateau.
Yeah, on your way to. On your way to the temple, which is on that. I mean, you don't know exactly where it is, but you kind of know the direction, and you're following the path.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm figuring that he's kind of trying to channel Charlor a little bit here and pretend more or less that he knows what he's doing, actually knowing what he's doing. So occasionally stop and I get the old spyglass out and have a look round and see if I can spot anything that looks like it might be a temple.
As you're looking around, you see across. Now, even if they aren't marked, only the largest bridges are marked on this particular thing. There are bridges across everywhere. But as you're looking slightly to the north, you see a larger, higher plateau with a hill on it, and at the top of the hill, you spy stones set in a configuration that look reminiscent of a stone circle.
Now, from what I mean, we've hung around together for a while. Do I know which one of these guys might actually know more about religion than?
Perhaps the religious cleric.
No, it wouldn't be her.
Why ever not?
Moon will happily talk to you about religions that you've never heard of. You're not sure if it'll help.
Well, that would be any religion.
You can ask me.
Well, as it turns out,
I will tell you what I know.
All right. Yeah, I hand her these spyglasses and say to Ariel,
here comes a face.
what do you make of that? Could that be the temple?
I rolled an 8.
Anyway, I pass this spyglass to Moon. I say, talk to me about Shit, I don't understand, mate.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Maybe we should ask our resident rock expert.
I will examine the spyglass for a moment. It's interesting. And then I'll use it. That's all trying to use it.
He
I know how
smashes
this
it on a
works.
rock.
The wrong way.
The wrong way.
Yeah. It's far away.
You know enough to know that stone circles themselves, whilst might be considered by some to be a temple, the suggestion of stone circles and the nature of the mission that you've been given don't match up.
I don't think they're the ones
Doesn't
we're
look
going to.
Also, it's really, really far away.
It's all really small. It's kind of very far.
Look through the other end.
You got it the wrong way round.
Moon just tucks the spyglass into his cloak and carries on walking.
And Tanner just reaches in and takes it out.
Oh, okay.
It's a pity you could have kept a souvenir from one of those standing stones.
I guess Moon, could you give me a survival check since you kind of strode off from the group there purposefully?
I know exactly where I'm going. This way.
But more of an idea than I do.
Are we going to spend 3 weeks just wandering around here, blundering around?
Can Adric check to see if we are actually going on the right route?
Yes.
Have any of us got a map?
No.
That would have been useful, wouldn't it?
Adric,
Yes.
you watch as Moon jumps up onto a very high ledge. Certainly taller and steeper than you would be comfortable getting up. And you notice that rather than having to go straight across this particular bridge, you could in fact go round and use the wooden bridge that isn't the huge pile of stone that the monk has just found himself jumping on. And you look up at him as he's springing lithely up.
Not that I doubt your leadership skills there, my friend, but would the wooden bridge be not a faster and safer route?
I mean, if you want to go that way,
I do.
you've got, little legs.
Yes, it's the legs is the reason we should go that way, yes.
That's not need to bring discrimination into it. Just have a normal, polite conversation.
I mean,
Seriously.
you're welcome to try your route.
Okay.
I would prefer this one.
Okay, I'll see you at the other end then.
Very
Okay.
well.
I just follow Adric.
Let's just get moving.
Yeah, so what you notice here is this large wooden bridge is in good state. Alongside it are some vast boulders that have fallen over a huge chasm. Quite exactly where they came from, you're not entirely sure until you cross over the bridge and you see that down below there's some rockfall. It's a slightly shallower looking part of it. It's as if something has collapsed into it. Yeah, something big and strong has left this rock here, Adric. You recognise that as a something huge has deposited rocks over this space. It was never really intended, you think, for a crossing, but nevertheless, Moon, you are having a great time, and you get an excellent view. Can you roll me perception, please, as you're up there?
It's very pretty. I don't need to roll perception to know that.
I bet you can't get those rocks down there.
When you're looking back towards the standing stones, you see some green cloud emanating from around the standing stones. Just low level, but certainly it's not natural. It's not great.
It's not right.
There's something up there.
Can I see anything
be
moving up
radioactive.
there, or just...
It is behind you, though. You are moving away from it, but no, you can't see anything, but you just see this sort of pale mist just in the air. Up.
Okay. I'll just find a random pebble on the ground and toss it towards the party, just to attract someone's attention. And whoever looks at me, I just point back towards where the stones were.
Right?
What?
What?
Clouds.
Hello?
Clouds there.
Feasibly.
I glance over to where he's pointing. Do we see the cloud? What is it? A green, gooey
Yeah, you have to
oogie
walk
cloud?
on the other side of the bridge. You have to kind of walk round the stones to get a clear view back. But yeah, you see that this sort of green putrid fog, low level, toward below where the standing stones they actually are, but still something. Yeah.
Well, that can't be good, can it?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
And it's near the.
Good discussion.
You continue on.
Let's investigate.
You continue
Well,
on.
I'm not
And-
going into a green, gooey, putrid-looking cloud.
Is this going to be like the mist, where it's just going to get, like, eventually the whole world's just going to get covered in mist because we keep ignoring it?
It's fine. We're going the other way.
What? Off the map? Are we going south?
You're going south at this point.
Right.
Yeah, you're on to the next aisle.
Such
the
good
next
adventurers.
plateau.
Let's see something to explore. No.
No, that's fine. That's
This way!
Yeah, so Adric, you
Floating
march on.
green things can't be good.
At one point, you are accosted by a small lizard, stroke dragon type of creature, but they try to hold the road, and they tell you it's their road, but and they say that you have to pay a toll.
How big is this dragon?
It's not really a dragon. It's
It's
a
a
The
gnoll, in
dwarf, the
fact.
dwarf sees
No,
it
it's not
as
a
a
gnoll.
dragon.
It's a kobold, isn't it? Kobold.
It's
Not a gnoll.
yeah, no, it's not a gnoll.
It's a kobold.
It's a small creature, and it says you have to pay 5 gold to walk down the road because there's 5 of
Adric
you.
will walk right up to him, hammer in hand, and come face to face with him and just stare at him in the eyes.
Okay, that sounds like a roll
I'm
might
gonna-
be useful.
I'm going to...
Trying
Intimidation.
to intimidate him.
I mean, what I'll do is I'll give the kobold 4 gold pieces, and the rest of us can just go, and we can leave Eldrick to sort this out.
Are you sure you want to part with your money, my friend?
I mean, it's literally like a fraction of my total wealth.
Yeah, so you hand over 4
just-
gold, and together with
Whoa! I got an intimidation roll there.
together with
You can
the
catch up.
Oh my
dwarf.
god, he intimidated him.
Yeah, so the rest of us can proceed. I assume.
Yeah, you
can-
proceed on, and Adric, you
Yeah,
can as well.
Eldrick wants to speak to the manager.
the you hear rustling in the bushes, and there's a little bit of a commotion as the one picks up the gold that's been given, and lobs 4 gold into the bush, and then the little thing looks at you and decides that it's probably not a good day to die, and steps aside and lets you carry on. Your group's a little bit further forward at that point, but nevertheless,
I'll wave to the bush and be like, "Stay safe, my little friend. Use that money wisely."
yeah. So it's getting into mid-afternoon as you make your way down these paths. Who's taking the route off the next plateau as you reach the bridges? There's a
Yeah,
few bridges to choose from at this
Who wants
point.
to fail the next survival check?
I'll do it.
Oh god, right, we're all dead. Right, saving rolls.
Is it survival?
Yeah.
So it's plus my wisdom, which is 4.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah. Add that
No,
up.
I didn't roll a 1.
She rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2. 6.
Yeah. You take a slight detour. You think that's the bridge. It looks like it's heading in the right direction, but actually you get there, and when you get to the end of it, you see that the bridge that you want to go on is broken, and you end up actually heading away from where you want to go.
For God's
You've added another few hours
We
onto
come-
your journey.
We don't come
Wait,
across the
hold on,
kobold
hold
again,
on.
right?
How broken is the bridge?
It's away.
Because if the detour is going to be like hours, I could cast fly so we could hop over it.
All
'Cause
right.
I only need a short rest to recharge, so that could be 1 hour.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. If you want to do
get
that.
everyone across. Yeah.
Okay, so mark that spell off as you everybody gets the opportunity to fly over this gap, admiring the broken bridge, and it's at that point that you see the land begins to dip down. It's on quite a slant. It's almost a straight flat down, as if the bit of land itself has collapsed in. But at the bottom of the space, there's river, there's sea. You see the big watery expanse, and where the water falls, where the stone creeps up, the water separates, making these very small spine stone-like edges. But the water here is almost at the banks of the individual parts of land. You are quite a bit lower down. You're in a bit of a bowl. All the grassy bits are all higher and leading up, and you're down now in the water, and you can see the water forming and running off stone. It's quite pretty in its own way. You sense that you're close to the temple. I think Ariel would appreciate this view. It's a lot of water and trees. It's quite tranquil.
Well, as soon as I get an opportunity, I will go down and do a ritual or meditate by the water anyway. But obviously, at the moment, we're checking the area for lizards and demons and craptus.
Three kobolds and trench coat.
Yeah. We should have just asked them where the fucking temple is.
Our little rock friend is obsessed with kobolds and trench coat. Whatever a trench coat is.
So
you're wearing a trench.
I'm just zooming in. What's that funny gold thing?
Yeah. Well, that's what you begin to see. You see towers reaching up. Looks like it's almost reaching up from the water. I apologise for the fidelity of this map. It was quite low, and yes, but it's fine. You get the idea. It's only there for a
I just zoomed in. It's fine.
Yeah.
The sorcerer's not joining us though.
Oh. There.
He's a warlock.
And it's at that point that you see the spires reaching up from the water sides, the last parts of land before it seems to dip down almost entirely to rivers and ponds and lakes, lochs and reservoirs at this lower part.
It isn't actually a temple to Eldath, is it? Is it an actual temple to Eldath? This thing. I'm just thinking it rising up out of the water or something with it. Yeah,
I mean it certainly. When you asked about it before you left, the answer was that indeed it had been built as a temple to Eldath, but over the years it had become somewhat a focus point of the area. Given that there wasn't a lot of building in the area due to the, I guess, seismic activity, the land shifting, the edges crumbling away, there wasn't a lot of permanent structures possible in this place, but this was one that had. So in time, a lot of the faiths had gravitated for it as a place of refuge. So it was certainly built initially by the followers of Eldath, but it had over the time moved to support other faiths as well.
Is there an obvious path to it from where we are?
Thanks to being flown across the obvious path rather than the backwards path, then yes, you now find yourself on a fairly clear route downwards towards the edge of this temple.
Okay, if we could take an hour to get there, then I could recharge. So.
It's
So as we're coming down to this, is it like a big building or is it derelict or?
Yeah, there's towers there's towers. I mean, you've been walking pretty hard and pretty far by this point, so it's getting close to the end of the day. You've done a pretty good march through. As you're looking down onto this place, you see towers reaching up. It looks. It's hard to say. As you look through Tanner's spyglass, and the towers seem largely intact. There is some damage done to some of them, but it's not completely destroyed. It looks like it could be functional.
Is there an entrance that we can see?
Can we see any movement down there?
Both of you roll perception, Tanner, Ariel.
17.
Yeah.
Tanner, you see. It looks like smoke, but not in a terrible way, but like a fire, perhaps. Yeah, exactly. That kind of, but coming out from one of the chimneys, one of the towers rather, like a chimney. You see smoke coming out of there. So yeah.
Or somebody made before us.
Maybe it's Craptus. Or the vessel of Craptus.
Maybe it's another innocent party.
I think we should take this one by carefully, sneakily, stealthily.
I agree. So you sit here and we'll go and have a look.
I will be controlled.
Maybe we should leave we'll be fine. We'll have a bit of a slower approach to diplomacy, shall we?
That was diplomacy last time until he spoke. I'm really good at diplomacy.
The day is getting short. There isn't much left.
Yeah, we could maybe make camp in the outskirts or something.
Yeah, maybe we should camp up here. We've got a view of the place. We can maybe see what's going on down there.
Well, scout it out overnight. Good idea.
Maybe some of us should go and take a closer look while some of us find a place.
That fucking worked out great last time, didn't it?
I don't mean go and knock on the front door.
Yeah.
Maybe see if there's a
We'll
forward
rotate
area.
the meet and greet crowd.
Can Adric have a quick surveillance for anywhere that might be a good place to hide and still get a good view of this place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you
While
can.
he's doing that, I'm going to look for somewhere discreet, somewhere to hide, to camp up.
That is literally what I'm doing.
No, I thought you said you were going to go and stare at the tower.
No!
So,
I said I'm going to look for a place to set up camp that we can see everything from. And you're like, well, while he's doing that, I'm going to do that.
I would have loved if all he did was went off into the woods and sat down and just stared at the tower for 8 hours. I think there's something wrong with that dwarven friend. He's a bit weird.
Could I please have a survival check from both Ariel and Adric, please, as you both walk off in opposite directions?
Could have assisted each other.
We could have, but somebody wasn't listening.
Yeah, we'll have contested survival rolls. That's what.
23.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So simultaneously, the three of you that are left standing there, as the two of them walk in opposite directions, you hear, "Oh, I found a really good place. There's a really good place that looks over there. Look at that!" And like they both kind of shout. And as you rejoin each other, you've both found what looks to be a suitable place that's both relatively hidden from the path that you're on, and with enough vantage high up, looking down over these towers and the entranceway to what Tanner has now spotted as the entrance. You've found it You can see it with your spyglass.
Cool.
I was half expecting to be like, oh, she shouts back, guys, I found the place to camp. And everyone else waiting just hears the words echo throughout the valleys. And
Winged monkeys swarm out from the tower and begin to assail you.
I was expecting I found a good place to camp. I found a better place to camp.
I know, I'm already in it.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but the crows are back.
Do you want to, as the night, the sky draws to dusk and twilight hits, and do you want to sneakily approach and have a look at it before we break for the evening?
Yeah.
The man wants a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Yes, I think we will do.
I am always brilliant at stealth.
Stealth
We could at
rolls,
least
everybody.
we could at
Stealth
least
rolls.
figure out where the campfire is.
Okay, stealth. What's that then? Dexterity.
Adric's gonna stay at the camp and keep guard
Okay.
Guard of what?
of the he's not good at stealth initiative.
Moon has already started walking down there. And
Yeah.
he's invisible in dim lights, so nobody's noticed.
Yeah.
I could
Didn't
cast
even know you were with the
invisibility
party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could you still? Yeah, with advantage, I think.
Because we're
I'm
all
going to give 20. That's
Oh,
whatever, it's
yes.
fine. Yeah, Moon can roll with it. I think if you're that's just crazy.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm invisible as long as I don't step into bright light, so I've just walked straight down there.
Yeah. And you can still make
Want-
noise. You still smell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
You still leave
It's a good thing he's
footprints.
holding our torch.
I rolled a 6.
Oh,
You may as well come along, Adric.
Unfortunately, I'll cast invisibility, but I don't think that would save you.
Adric sat in the camp getting tea ready. And just hears Ariel fall through a branch and everything.
Yeah.
Ah!
She's found every single twig on the path.
We're all sneaking down and be like, guys, why are you being so quiet?
Or oh shit! Oh, sorry!
Oh, bugger!
I'm trying to be stealthy.
Yeah,
I'm
guys, I
rubbish
learned
at
a new
stealth.
word. Starts with a W.
Okay, so it's not much of a cliffhanger, guys, but what you find is a part of the ground where there's a cliff edge, it's been dug into, and there's stone collapsed and fallen everywhere, but you look into about a 15-foot wide corridor. Maybe there was once upon a time pillars, you see bits of pillars kind of scattered, but inside it looks all right. And as your dim vision reaches in to that, you see a small glowing light coming from about 80 or so foot into this, just at the end of that particular tunnel. You see a small glowing light. Of course, relying on dark vision, you don't see any color. So it just looks lighter than it should be. There's a pinprick at the end of the tunnel. It's a bit more than that. It's a kind of diffuse glow at the end of the tunnel.
Is that roughly where the smoke was coming out?
Yeah, you look up and you see these large towers stretching above you. They grow out of the rock side. They grow out of the hillside. Yeah, that's roughly, give or take, approximately. You can do an intelligence check if you want to try and calculate, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Guiding.
What was that?
It's like cast guiding bolt.
Oh.
I forgot my microphone is now in a different position.
You're talking to the one
muted
that's
myself
unplugged.
Muted myself so Crow wouldn't hear me.
I thought you were unplugged. It's in a totally like still my desk.
You are being pretty quiet though. Ariel, however.
Yeah.
What is it that you do as you walk down the hill?
Just put my gif up in the Discord of how I came down the hill.
Oh, hang on.
Guys. Should we make ourselves invisible because she's gonna get us all killed?
She just slips and like bowls you all onto your feet. Oh,
Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
that is exactly how.
That's me coming down the hill behind them all.
So you enter a cheese rolling competition as the cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And you bundle down. You
I literally
trip
trip and
stumble,
slip down,
and your armor clangs and clatters. The rest of you who are already down there just look round and
We
look
just
at her.
disappear into the.
Yeah, you've all vanished
There you
behind
go,
rocks
yeah.
and in the shadows and everything. Ariel, you stand up and you.
It's
you
all
look,
fine.
yeah, you look and you walk down the last few steps, and as you do, the light that you see at the end of the tunnel intensifies. Gets lighter.
I turn around to speak to the others and they've all gone.
Yeah. You've all vanished. And you're standing there by yourself looking down this dark tunnel. You notice 2 doors to the left and the right before the light opens up. And unexcitingly, I'm afraid, that's a good point to end it, as you're perceiving and wondering what might be in this place that you've found. Without your dwarf friend, but I've included...
Not an exciting, it's a mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
And just so chat can visualise this, this is Angie, as she has posted in Discord, approaching the area.
That is a wonderful face plant.
Well, I mean, at least on the plus side, she knows how to make an entrance.
Definitely.
I think actually this will be the second encounter in a row triggered by Angie doing something somewhat unwise.
No, you've got some roll performance at the bottom for pause.
Excellent. Yeah, right then, guys. That's where we'll pick up in 3 weeks' time.
Yes.
Ooh, I like
That
that.
seems weird.
Is it not more because of Christmas?
Oh, it might well be. It might well be.
What's
Well, 3 weeks
what's
today
this?
is the second, which I believe
It will
is our first game back.
be. It's not the January. Hold on.
Drum roll.
It is potentially the 2nd of January, yeah. I mean, it is
No, the second of the 2nd of January is.
Are we still on break?
It's mutants first.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit longer till we get to find out what.
Okay, mutants on the 2nd, D&D on the 9th, Blade on the 16th, then back to mutants, and then D&D. So yeah, starts on mutants. So we're going to watch Infinity with a hangover running a game.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll give Cry an excuse when he calls everyone Gem again.
Wait, I thought he was
That was a brilliant true.
I'm pangolin. No.
The fact that you did it so much that even I started joining in. Jeez.
Oh dear.
No, we have guys. We are back. We are here. Obviously, we have. I'm not sure what we're doing back tomorrow, but we have the vampire tomorrow.
Yes,
Yes.
we may or may not be
Which
streamed
may or not be
yet.
streamed.
We need to sort that out. We've got the vampire tomorrow, and then we do have another D&D on Friday the 18th, which is run by Josh, and that's a creepy carnival. And then next Saturday we have Blades in the Dark, and then we have our D&D, and then we're off. But Lloyd is looking at doing a Christmas D&D. I'm not sure. We don't know what's happening with that, so yes, if anyone wants to do a one-shot over Christmas or play anything in the Discord, just do it.
That'd
Yep.
be.
Do it. Let us know what's going on. If you want to stream it, speak to the guys. You know, if you've streamed before, because obviously it is not an easy thing, and it's lots of technical things. So if you streamed before, then obviously you can stream, and just we'll try and talk you through it and
You
check
don't
you got
have
the
to.
right.
Honestly,
But you don't
do
need
not
100%.
have to.
You don't have to. If you just want to use the Discord rooms to hang out, get drunk, play some games, then that's fine.
Or just spam cat pictures.
Or get Andy banned off the Discord. So unless he tells us what those Easter eggs are.
That would
Ooh.
only be an actual threat if you knew how to do that, Ange.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, for chat, I believe the current clue is what has 4 whiskers, 15 toes, 6 legs, and smells like a kitten.
There's actually 2 riddles that I've dropped, and no one's got any of them yet.
Moon?
I mean, because they probably don't sound like riddles. They sound like gibberish.
There is an answer. So thank you all for watching. We've hoped you enjoyed it. Campaign's back. Yay.
Yay! I'm so happy to see Ariel again.
Hopefully she might survive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the bad guys were thinking.
Are we going to switch? Are we going to get out of game stream into the Christmassy bigger one? Have we got any more? Is it? Is it we have that one that has all the? I don't know. We're still in it. We're still in it. That's fine.
Yeah.
The Christmas. I'm still seeing the scores, the rules.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
That's the one. Words are difficult.
So yeah. So thanks, Keen, for your thingy, and we'll see you tomorrow. We need to run Andy's character up. That needs doing.
Oh,
And then-
Vampire Masquerade tomorrow for you guys. Yeah, nice one.
So,
There you go. Who said a Scotsman's not into the spirit?
oh my god.
No, it is. So,
Someone needs to clip that.
You will comply.
Oh, next week we all have to wear Santa hats. Really?
yes.
I have a Santa jumper. Does that count?
Yes.
Oh, it's not a Santa hat. Trouble is, you can't wear Santa hats over headphones.
We're
That's the
going to do
problem.
that.
You can wear it under it.
Christmas in Duskwall, madam.
It's fine.
I'll do whatever I want, I'll have you know.
It's always Christmas in Dustbowl.
It is.
Oh, is it? Oh.
No, it is. Right, so on that note, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscriptions and the donations. A special thank you to Keen for the 6 donations, I think it was in total.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
you.
Much
Wow.
appreciated. And if you want to see that conversation that we were talking about, Muted Smash Man, where Cry was sleepy and messing up, that will be going live on Tuesday, I believe, on the Infinite Monkey channel's YouTube. So make sure you're on that, and you'll get to see an amazing episode. So thank you everyone for watching.
Yes, Keen, speak to Andy about tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll message him. We'll sort him out.
Yeah, I'll fire over some logos and stuff as well if you're going to stream.
No worries. Thank you very much, everyone.
Cheers,
Good night.
everyone. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.